Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Brūtäl. Nnamdi Kanu is an empty brain who cannot differentiate between Biafra and Ipob, Asari Dokubo reviews. Brūtäl. Nnamdi Kanu is an empty brain who cannot differentiate between Biafra and Ipob, Asari Dokubo reviews. To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. Mujahid Asari Dokubo, a militant in the Niger Delta, has slammed Nigerian Kanu, the embattled leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, as an empty head who does not grasp the notion of Biafra for which he is fighting. Dokubo labeled Kanu as an empty head who does not grasp the notion of Biafra which he is fighting for in an interview with Arise TV on Wednesday. Nnamdi Kanu is a person who is empty in his head. Nnamdi Kanu wants an Igbo Biafra. Taking our name to hang to himself, it doesn't belong to him. Instead of calling for all, he wants an Igbo. He comes around and he says Biafra is a Jewish state. I am not a Jew, and I will never be a Jew. My ancestors are superior to Jews. It is only a tyrannical God that will create people and choose one people over and above others. He said, Islam will not be in his Biafra. I said, no. Which one is your Biafra? The Biafra that I know is Ijo. He went on to say that he has no dealings with the indigenous people of Biafra, also known as Ipob. He went on to say that there is a difference between Ipob and Biafra. President Muhammadu Buhari's rule would have utterly wrecked Nigeria by 2023. According to Hakeem Baba Ahmed, spokesman for the Northern Elders Forum. This was announced on Monday by Hakeem Baba Ahmed, a representative for the highly recognized Northern socio-political group who spoke on Channels TV. Mr. Baba Ahmed blamed the country's current state on a lack of leadership. What are you going to do with 2023? Because between now and 2023, APC would have completely wrecked this country, he reviewed. The government has been chastised for the country's prolonged insecurity, rising unemployment, corruption, nepotism, and egregious violations of human rights. Mr. Baba Ahmed asked how the political elites that will assume power in 2023 plans to repair a country that the current APC had totally ruined. You are going to take over a country that has been completely destroyed by a party that has been substantially produced by the PDP, he pointed out. How are you going to fix this country? What is your blueprint for what happens to Nigeria in 2023? Mr. Baba Ahmed said in a statement issued on behalf of the forum earlier this year that the current administration lacked the capacity to protect Nigerians from violent attacks. It has become painfully obvious that the federal government is unable to muster the will or the capacity to limit exposure of Nigerians to violent criminals, he had stated. Mr. Buhari's inability in dealing with the country's difficulties, according to the Economist Intelligence Unit, EIU, of London, will give the opposition party an advantage over the APC. Frustration with high prices, declining living standards, and perpetual instability will be directed at the ruling party, the All Progressives Congress, giving the PDP a winning edge. The EIU noted in a report released on July 21 that looking at the current situation in Nigeria, the security situation in many parts of Nigeria is in a condition of continual deterioration, according to the Economist, even though President Buhari is in government until 2023. Despite mounting pressures on the president, it was projected that myriad security threat will prove unmanageable with the military and police overstretched and unstable to tackle simultaneous security crises. Several economic and human development indices, notably those from the World Bank, have revealed that Nigeria under Mr. Buhari is experiencing unprecedented levels of joblessness and poverty. Mujahid Asari Dokubo, a militant in the Niger Delta, has slammed Nnamdi Kanu, the embattled leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, as an empty head who does not grasp the notion of Biafra for which he is fighting. Dokubo labeled Kanu as an empty head who does not grasp the notion of Biafra which he is fighting for in an interview with Arise TV on Wednesday. Nnamdi Kanu is a person who is empty in his head. So my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let's know